Mr. Yer, JP10. Old school.
Pretty chubby flaco, dímelo, mi gente. No, this is Elite Steve. Back.
Damn, everybody was confused.
Okay, Aria. Taking off the face.
I have no one.
Ladies and gentlemen, we back and we out of spunk glue.
Oh.
We never had that first off.
Wait,
I just thought we were out. My bad.
I plead the fifth.
But how we doing tonight, gentlemen? How we doing?
Fantastic, fantastic.
Shit, if you watched Raw, you weren't doing fantastic.
That's
And
why I'm
SmackDown.
fantastic, because it's Wednesday. That means ain't no wrong.
Ain't no more TV to watch till next week. Yeah, we good.
What you talking about no
Well,
more TV?
to be
You talking
fair,
about
there's the
NXT.
best show WWE has to offer is NXT. There's also Impact.
Yes,
and
yes,
then
yes.
we-
And Ride Along.
So there's no more good TV to watch until
And
next
then we also
And
have
then
this
next time-
weekend, War of the Worlds.
week. Facts. But more on that later.
But more importantly, May 25th is a very important date, right?
Is it?
It's Memorial Day weekend.
It is.
And everybody wants to do shit for Memorial Day weekend.
It's
so
a
on
Saturday.
Saturday, as Rip Rogers taught me. Saturday.
Why is it a
Saturday.
sad day?
Saturday.
Oh,
say
Saturday.
Saturday first.
Saturday.
I thought it was a
So,
Saturday.
so what's gonna make it so much more sad?
If Cody Rhodes loses.
Oh.
All right.
Nah, that'll be the
We're going to
greatest
be
thing
watching
ever.
Double or Nothing at Rockefeller Sports Bar.
Yes, yes, yes.
Where is that?
25th, Saturday, May 25th.
Where?
In Rutherford, New Jersey.
Yes, sir.
Right,
Yes,
so-
sir.
oh, shit,
Nah, we ain't got no overlays. Yo, fuck, we weren't ready for this.
But y'all know where it's at. It was the same spot last one.
No, wait, Jose, no.
News, gentlemen. How about we kick it off with some news? I heard.
So we got a
somebody
TV
contract.
deal finally, and it's not AEW.
HPC got a TV deal.
Yes, yes, yes.
No.
Thank you to Spunk.
So
No.
what I did was
I just been informed. It's not us.
Oh
Guys.
no! I got a TV deal. So it's a
You?
triple play, right? It comes with TV and cable. I mean that's
You
the
got
same
played
thing.
already.
You one of the
Oh, you got the Optimum triple play?
Hey. Oh, that's what it sounds like when you sling. Hey, but go ahead.
I be slinging, but XFL, right?
XFL.
Dick slinging.
XFL be
things
doing the
now.
thing. So are they gonna be better than the AAFL?
Probably.
Until somebody's found for collusion.
They already have a better following because of wrestling fans, I guess, right? You want to say?
Yeah, that's true.
Is that fair to say?
Yeah, for sure.
So it's kind of a bit of a little.
I just wonder what is going to be the difference between the last launch, right? What have they learned from their mistakes?
Funding.
Nothing.
Funding. It's
well-
key. That's why the AAF went under.
That's true. But very important to note is the TV deal, as you alluded to, right? And the all
I
elusive
alluded to, yeah.
right?
Alluded.
Eluded.
No,
Illusion?
No,
no,
you didn't like juke that shit.
nah.
Oh, all right. So
what are
you
you
alluded to
joking?
it. And what happened was, if you shake it more than twice, you're playing
No.
with it.
Get the shit out of
And
my
you-
face.
if you have to ask how much it costs,
Time to
you
play.
can't afford it, big fella.
I missed
So,
something.
There's a lot of things you don't get, like pussy and respect. So what happens here is that when we talk about TV deals, it sounds like WWE is having a problem. Yo, what the fuck was that Aborigine word call that you just fucking did?
That's racist. and accurate.
What?
Who got
Yo,
Mickey
the
Mouse in
red
here?
dot-
Off,
Penis.
off the fucking rip. They got a TV deal, right? They got a better TV deal than AEW. Now, WWE, they have to work out what their TV deal is going to be because Fox says that if they don't have supposedly 3 million steady viewers by October,
3 mil?
3 mil, 3 to 4 mil, they're like at 1.8 right now.
I don't know how much I believe that.
No
I don't know
Ronda
how much I
Rousey?
believe it either, but that's the rumor that's coming out. And I mean, that's kind of the source of the show, right? Like, we're
Yeah,
going to talk
but-
about.
But remember, SmackDown is airing on Fridays there, and it's
Even
going to be
worse.
making more regardless.
It's going to be even worse.
No, but it's going to be,
Film on a Friday
if it
night.
stays at where it's at, because I don't think it's going any lower than that. Like, it would really have to suck. Super Bowls
Son.
to go underneath.
Son.
SmackDown really hasn't been that. Raw has been the one that's been killing us.
Yeah, but SmackDown has been better
And
than
SmackDown
Raw, but not great.
But SmackDown notoriously has been better on Thursdays and Fridays.
Yeah, but the product, but that doesn't mean the butts are still in the seats, right? You could still have bad nights.
You forgot,
That has nothing to do
you
with the
forgot how
TV
this
deal.
works? You gotta
Well,
talk.
no, the ratings, right?
Yeah.
You
Oh,
wanna-
shit!
You want to do the ratings and shit, but
Welcome back.
hey,
Fucking
Yo, Saudi
But people gotta
Arabia
watch
made
the
more
show.
money than WrestleMania.
yeah.
if you're not watching
Son.
the
Yo,
show,
did y'all hear?
it
Did
ain't
y'all
gonna
hear
work.
that? Apparently, the Prince wanted Batista out there, just like Drax, to wrestle.
What
Oh,
fucking
wow.
clown show is going on over there,
Yo,
bro?
I mean,
Someone told Chris Pratt
to
to
them,
come out. Yeah.
this is an indie show.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like, yo,
an
fucking
indie-
dress up in
indie
T-Rex outfits and fucking like
It's a
do
spectacle.
dick jokes.
Honestly,
and
if they did that, that would probably gain a lot of traction.
not in
Yo,
Saudi
Think
Arabia.
about,
actually
think
kinda
about
be
this.
down for it.
I was listening
Like
to
Braun Strowman in a T-Rex
I'm here
outfit.
for it.
Joey Ryan would not fare well.
Tessa Blanchard on
Who the fuck cares?
damn, all right. At Jericho's podcast, she was talking about when she was in China, and the experience that was where they had sold out the arena, but they left everybody in the upper deck, nobody on the floor seats, because they were scared there was gonna be a riot because they never seen anything like wrestling like that,
Wow.
and they
that's
thought that
interesting.
people were gonna feed into it and fucking revolt.
That's almost like ignorant as fuck, right? Like, yo, these
But,
Chinese
like-
people ain't gonna be able to handle this fake shit.
I mean, communism.
So let's put
Oh.
them up there.
No,
That's
but
not
that wasn't
racist at all.
WWE's doing. That was the Chinese
Nah,
government.
I know.
doing. So imagine in Saudi Arabia those type of implications that you have to play with, right?
What you trying to say? They dumber?
What
No,
do they
Yeah.
have to play with
I'm
over
just
there in
saying,
Notice
Saudi
a
Arabia?
women are
Journalists,
allowed,
apparently.
Right? Oh my
Did you even go to journalism?
Oh my God.
Do you even journal?
Do you even journal?
I have a journal.
You know who's gonna be journaling? Goldberg apparently.
Oh,
Who
yeah,
the
he's
fuck
going to
cares
Saudi
about
Arabia.
that muscle ass, meat-headed
The
mother
word on the street, the beat on the street.
The
is,
Prince of Arabia.
that you beat your meat?
Hey,
On the street,
till it's injured.
Let's not
Street
talk
meat.
about what people
on
know.
your feet.
And speaking of
meat that
injuries,
skeets.
Daniel
word.
Bryan seems to have been injured and out of action for a while.
White
Anybody
sauce
know
and all.
why?
Concussion probably.
Yeah, they keep
He
this
lost
shit
his
on
smile.
the low. They do not want to let it.
I think because they were like super hush.
I mean, look, you gotta. Come on,
It's Vince now.
it's Daniel Bryan. Like, you can't let him go down again after letting him back.
yeah,
they
Daniel
gotta
Brown
take
was like,
extra care
"Nah,
of
my head doesn't hurt."
I'm just surprised that.
Meanwhile, it's
they-
like hanging off.
I'm surprised that they pushed Kevin Owens situation so fast. They must have thought he was gonna be out longer.
It's really the only hand they
Blow
they could,
your
they could
load.
play, right?
At that point, yeah, it's the only thing they could really do because
else
they
would
already
we
had an
use?
established like semi-rivalry.
That's true.
I hate how WWE just throws themselves headfirst into shit, and like, so like already KO turned on Kofi, and then like now we're
Well, that was mainly because Daniel Bryan got hurt. Like, they
Son.
weren't expecting that to happen. It would have been drawn out a little more.
Yeah, it was.
so
I
then
think the
draw
plans
it
were-
out a little more.
But
plans
but
were
this is the
definitely
problem.
SummerSlam.
WWE has had a shit end of the stick when it comes to injuries and major storylines.
but
Maybe they should give him insurance.
that's what
True.
Vince said, right? Vince is like, the reason our things are down is because dudes
No,
are getting injured at
I
the
don't
wrong
believe that.
time. That's bullshit.
I don't entirely believe it. It
No.
definitely has like a factor in it, but I definitely don't think that's exactly
My
why.
problem with that excuse is just the fact that you are the most marketable company in the business, right? Everybody wants to go to your
I mean,
company.
they have arguably
have
the most
a
talented
pool
roster
of-
of all time.
They have
Like,
a pool of talent that's not being utilized. Like, people get hurt, next man up. Like, you could be doing
Okay,
this
and what does that say about the talent though?
I mean,
Are they
it's to
are
make
they
your-
entirely ready to grab those brass rings?
Nuts. I mean,
But
rings.
it's easy
in
to
charge of
say,
your
are they ready to grab the ring when you're not even? You're like
charge
the
of
old man
grabbing
with
it.
the fishing
Okay,
rod.
so
you
if-
almost had this. You almost.
All right,
had-
so look.
you will never get this.
La,
I
la,
agree.
la.
You have to do with the best of what you're given, but you have to be given it. You know what I mean?
But
And-
if-
and-
if
and who's to
someone
say that
gets
they're really
injured-
given it.
You want them to give it to you?
Look, think about somebody.
Give me what I want.
Think about somebody like Heath Slater.
Do I have
What-
your attention now?
When has he been on TV? Right?
Oh shit!
Do they
Discord.
utilize him? And he's over with the crowd. People love him.
Who's this?
Heath Slater.
Heath Slater. Yeah.
But they don't use him.
He's over in a different way though,
Yeah, but either way, they don't use him, right?
for good
It's
reason.
just talent, just sitting there. This is why a lot
See,
of
a
people
guy
are
like
leaving.
a guy like Heath Slater during the Attitude Era would have been a perfect guy, because he knows he's not going up the card. He knows where he fits in. I feel like we have too many people who think they're main event talent and have yet to prove anything.
Done
And
shit.
very big one, like, no disrespect, the dude's a fucking amazing wrestler, but has done nothing really yet, is Leo Rush.
So Leo Rush.
Like, he wasn't a big factor in NXT when he was down there. He had a few matches on 205 Live, and then he got paired up with Bobby Lashley, and he thinks he's the greatest thing since sliced bread. Like, that's not how that works.
Fucking Leo Rush.
A lot of
man.
heat on him. A lot of heat on him right now.
Look, I will give him, he is one of the most talented wrestlers on that roster. And if you give him the time to create a character and you work with him, he can be one of the top guys. But you're not there, dude. Stop doing what you're doing. You piss off Mark Henry, of all people.
That's not good.
But if you realize at this the temperature of the roster of the
Sean Paul,
WWE right
good
now
song.
is pretty much pissing off everybody, right? Because you're talking about Leo Rush, but then look also what's happening with Sasha Banks, right?
What's happening?
Who the fuck cares about Sasha Banks? She's done nothing. I have to say this every time you guys bring her up.
Yo, why you hollering, yo?
Because
Respect
I'm
the
tired of
sweetness.
talking about her.
No, I'm not
Yo,
tired of talking about her.
Sasha
yo.
Banks is a fucking crybaby, bro.
Yeah, but this is what I'm saying. All these people are
So the
doing
entire
these
main
things they're
roster, a
crying.
bunch of crybabies.
Yes.
That's what we're looking.
Yes.
I think the
Not for
roster has
nothing,
become
though.
entitled.
Yo,
what-
not for
so what you're
nothing.
saying
Drew
is
McIntyre's whole argument when
roster
he
is a
got
bunch
here,
of millennials.
the second he
Yeah.
got here, when
Dude.
Drew McIntyre got
Take-
here, the first thing he said was that locker room needs to be shaken up. And
Take-
there's people there back there. They
Take
do not belong.
McIntyre for a perfect example. He worked in the Ruthless Aggression era, and then he came back in this era. And you can see guys who really want it and who have it, and then you can see these guys that are getting pushed.
Have shit.
They don't really have it.
Mikey Quackenbush, now that like we kind of brought this conversation full circle here, Mikey Quackenbush brought up the fact that like WWE honors youth, right?
It does.
And now that these youth are coming into their own and they're coming into the ring and they're coming into the E, yo, this is a very blessed point in their lives. Like think about all these young folk that are just going directly to the E. Right from developmental right to the E. They haven't fucking traveled the world. They haven't been to Japan. They haven't honed their skill in Europe. They haven't fucking gone to Mexico like some of the current talent has.
And it's a great thing, but it's also a drawback.
It's fantastic, right? Because oh shit, there's a path to you know the big leagues. But now you're just like, oh, I deserve time because I'm good at my job. No, the fuck you don't.
Nope.
Do you understand you're an actor in a play? Like Booker T said it best. He's like, I played a role, and that was my role. And sometimes I was the winner, and sometimes I was the loser. I knew that I had to come in and play a role. Ryback, not that he's my favorite or anything, but he fucking said the same shit.
Yeah.
He's like, yo, I came in, I played my role, and I left, and nobody played their role like I did.
And
Understand that.
And it's this whole culture going around, not just in wrestling, like pretty much everywhere right now, that like just because you're really good at something, you deserve this. No, you got to work for it no matter what. Like you got to keep grinding for that. Like
Pay your dues, ladies and gentlemen.
The
Pay those
millennial
dues.
This is how it is.
conversation, right?
But speaking of Raw, man.
Let's get Raw!
Let's get it.
can we not?
That's what she said.
Any episode of Raw that starts off with Vince McMahon starts off really cool, and then it just slowly you see how sad it.
A wild card rule.
Once he gets to two.
I'm a genius.
No, 3. Yeah.
So, I mean, right off the bat, we've seen this before. The playoffs are on, or the championship game is on or something. Vince is going to do some weird shit. Here comes the wild card. I'm thinking it's, same old shit, different day. He's just worried about the playoffs. But no, we're
Out
getting
here
shit
trying
that
to get it
people are
each
just
and every way.
trying to say that it's going to be
Yeah.
a permanent thing now.
The wild card?
Yeah, this is going to be, well, not
That shit's
a temporary fix that's going to last a
corny.
little longer than a week or two.
I think Vince McMahon was watching Endgame and got
And he
you
got
know,
the timeline.
He's like, I'm a genius.
I'm going to
That's
take the
exactly
Soul
how he
Stone.
sounded.
I'm
though,
going to
when he said
sacrifice
it.
the WWE Universe, and I'm
said
going to
it.
buy XFL. Like, well, hold on, guys. That's not how that works.
Stop
He's still
like
gonna produce his own porn.
But what's
too.
interesting, right, is that
Huh?
right before the show, Triple H was caught liking a tweet from somebody that said that Vince McMahon was losing his fucking mind. Son,
He unliked
Son.
it though. There's no
Son.
proof.
on official
Freudian
Triple H Paul Levesque, his fucking Twitter, he liked that fucking tweet that dissed his father-in-law, a.k.a. CEO of billion-dollar WWE. And then they pull this. And part of this was, I just made it up. I'm a fucking genius. I'm a genius. And I think they're going to start playing a crazy Vince
McMahon.
angle.
They're
Yeah,
gonna
it
play
would
the
make-
Mad King angle. So
if-
he's watching the Game
if
of
the-
Thrones as well.
Motherfucker, we ain't got no
come
dragons
on!
here.
How dare you put
Hey.
that the same night?
Shane Helms produced this show.
He did.
Trash. Yo, Hurricane.
Give
yo,
up on your head, bro.
I fucking love you. Listen, bro. I've never written a show before, but that
Well,
ain't
we
it.
ain't like this one.
That
ain't
ain't it.
Yo,
fam.
he was-
but
yo,
you
he
got
was
a
mad
point. You
soup
got a point.
posting about
Yo,
it.
he
You got a
was.
point because if all Mania stories can, well, not all Mania stories, but main Mania stories start now. I mean, this is something that they can push all the way up until Mania, right? The crazy
Push
Vince,
it up their ass. I
you
don't
know?
want to see it.
Maybe SummerSlam.
it.
I don't see the WWE doesn't do long form storytelling anymore.
They don't.
So
Even though they did start hiring for that.
yeah, well they
Especially
haven't
with
found
Fox.
anybody yet.
Apparently not.
What's up with
Tough
Bruce,
gig.
man?
Another thing that happened backstage was that one of the writers came to the writers' room with an Emmy because she had won an Emmy, and WWE writers have never won an Emmy.
Arsenio.
So this was like a thing, and that caused mad heat backstage, and people were tight because she came out and she whipped a big fat Emmy dick on the table, and she put it on the table like,
I'm here, bitches.
Yeah. so if that bothered
I'm
you,
coming.
fuck you, dog.
Yeah.
If I'm the champ, I'm bringing the champs of the belt, the
We
belt
know. We know.
everywhere I go.
We know.
Yeah,
I'll
we
bring it to
fucking
shit.
know.
I'll bring it to fuck your mom.
We'll put-
that shit comes with me everywhere. So, like, what's the big fucking deal? Everybody's supposed to be big boys and girls. You can't take a little heat.
Grow
Get
up,
out the
Nor.
Outta here.
bro.
Oh, let's talk about Raw's feelings and how it feels that we
Can
haven't
we
got-
just
gotten
not
past
talk
the
about
first
it
fucking
anymore?
match
Like,
yet.
I don't want to relive
How about
this
we
shit.
You didn't even let him talk.
Seth Rollins and AJ Styles.
Let's pay back for all the
versus
other
Bobby
times,
Lashley
motherfucker.
and Baron Corbin. Bobby Lashley
Cut
and
off
Baron
his
Corbin
fucking
win. Then Sami
Cut off my
Zayn
mic, I
comes
cut off
out
your
for
dick.
his in-ring segment.
You're gonna need a big knife.
That's
Lucha
a
House
fact, but
Party.
I'm going to do it.
Lucha House Party versus Local
I need a
Talent.
bigger dick. I don't know about that big name shit. Who gives a fuck? Yo, Raw is garbage.
It is.
Sami Zayn comes out, he does
I'm
some shit
spe-
where he's
no,
like,
no,
I
no.
hate you, blah,
We
blah,
passed
blah.
Yo,
that.
yo,
I know.
Yo,
Fucking
all right,
Lucha House
all
Party,
How about
who
this?
cares?
They put the two guys that can't lose a match in a match against each other when they're trying to build both of them. What kind of shit is that? Ricochet and Rude.
It's the type of shit you like to watch.
I don't even know what that means first off, but like,
Oh,
I'm
shout
gonna
out
just
to
say
Bobby
fuck you off the
shout
bat.
out to
Shout outs-
Robert Roode.
Shout outs to Dana Brooke.
Yo,
Dana Brooke
Looking
came
like
out
a
here
snack.
looking like a
Delicious.
snack.
yo, she looked like checkers, bro.
snacking.
And
She
I was
did.
hungry.
Yeah,
Them fries?
want some fries.
Woo!
Then them fries come with a shake.
Lacey Evans is
Enos
dead.
Cantor.
Lacey
Lacey
Evans.
Evans.
Let me
She
just
did.
tell you one thing.
Fries.
She knows
That
her
has been
place.
working.
It's in. Never mind.
She says
Yo,
she says
and
it
that-
herself. She says her
Yeah, I
place
know,
is
but if
wicked.
I say it, I'm gonna get. Whew,
That's true. That's true.
Nah.
Don't say it. Don't
But
say
yo,
it.
but she is.
I'm not even thinking it.
I'm
But-
not mad at Lacey Evans. Out of everything that's happening, I'm not mad of how they're using her.
No,
It's
what?
working.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's working.
Especially against the man. Not for nothing. That's pretty fucking
If
like.
anything, it feels like Becky's dropping the ball.
Think
genius.
so?
You think so?
In that
Seth's
situation,
balls.
because it's almost the same thing. She's just saying the same thing.
You guys didn't hear the joke. I
That's-
said Seth's balls.
No, it wasn't good.
it was
it's just-
fucking hilarious.
That's
Are you
why we
mad at-
ignored
Are you
it.
mad at Hawkins and Ryder?
For riding
For
these
what?
nuts.
Riding.
Speaking of nuts,
Here's the Viking
Bray
experience.
Wyatt. Oh,
I think old school just gave up on the podcast.
Remember when we had an order?
Remember
So,
when there was class?
speaking of the Viking experience,
never.
LSG
Did you just
and
call
our
me
interview
classless, motherfucker?
that will drop next week. Right?
Shout out to LSG.
To LSG
interview.
interview.
Keep stay tuned
Oh,
for that. That's
holla.
what, that is
He
drop.
Wow,
actually
we're
had
name dropping now?
He actually
Fuck
had
yeah.
the pleasure of being the last match for the War Raiders.
No shit.
Oh yeah, he was.
Him in coast to
Yeah,
coast
coast to coast for-
The
Yeah,
Viking
man.
experience.
Yeah.
before they went to the
Google
performance
that
center,
shit.
man.
I'm
and
gonna look
that's
that shit up
awesome.
right now.
So moving on to the Firefly Funhouse.
The what?
Oh,
Where-
what?
Firefly.
I'm curious about this whole
The
fucking
555.
payoff for this thing, man.
for fun.
Cause of all of them, I think this one was the weakest one.
Yeah, this is
Yep.
the one that he got dark on though.
I
You just
Like,
spit
he
all
fucking-
over
he
the
went-
table, bro. You
No,
look like
for
a
real.
fucking.
And then they fucking killed the
Sprinkle.
bird, the rabbit.
Yo, what in the Pee Wee Herman's going on in this motherfucking house?
look at them bored ass kids. That's how I felt watching Raw.
no,
they
that
don't-
was legitimate. My face, like
they-
when I
no,
saw
those kids look
that segment,
petrified.
I was like, "What the fuck am I watching?"
I was concerned.
So is
Was
this supposed to be
Ramblin'
Bray Wyatt's
Rabbit?
hell?
It's gonna go somewhere.
Well, they're saying so. Some of the theories are that he himself killed the stuffed animal or whatever the case may be.
Nah, there's no way.
No. The
'Cause it
actual stuffed animal killed the other stuffed animal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Come on, the vulture.
That's an actual vulture in a box. Her
Was
name
it a
is
vulture?
Mercy.
It's
no,
a
it's a
buzzard.
buzzard.
Yeah, yeah.
It's a buzzard.
Who the fuck cares, man? Just get in the ring, motherfucker.
I mean, I don't mind this. I just don't know where they're going with it. But I'm
then
interested.
Patience is a virtue.
I'm interested.
You gotta let me in.
I don't
Stares
mind,
at the camera,
I
mad
don't
awkward.
mind
Like,
a slow build.
I don't mind the slow build either, but this is fucking stupid slow. Like, who's that guy?
It's stupid
Eugene.
slow. It's stupid slow because everything else is garbage.
Cause you stupid.
What?
I feel like it's stupid slow because everything else is garbage.
Cause you stupid.
Was that Eugene? Was that his name?
Yeah.
Shout out to
yeah.
Eugene.
Nah, I don't feel this that angle. It's just it is creepy. I
You
don't
know what
whether
we
it's
need?
Pedophile,
We need more
stalker.
terrorist angles.
No.
Yeah.
Bring back Muhammad Hassan.
We're going to Saudi Arabia. Let's do it. Let's do it big.
Oh my god.
All right.
No.
You know
You
what
know what
works?
else they do big out there?
You know,
Explosives.
you know what's really inclusive?
That's
We'll
not
get
going
an
in the
Italian
show.
guy to play in a rain.
We live, baby.
Hold on.
What's up with Noah Jose and
You
his colored
skipped.
extensions?
Did you skip
Everything.
You skipped the Usos.
What about those?
A lot of people are mad
Uzi
about
hot.
that.
Oh,
Uzi
you're
hot.
right. You're right. That was pretty. That's pretty
So
good.
the Revival was
Don't-
supposed to face the Good Brothers, if I'm not mistaken.
Los hermanos bueno.
And
They're not Hispanic.
right
motherfucker.
from the beginning, you could tell that the Revival was hot.
Spanish speaking.
They were warm. Like they came out
They were
like
lukewarm.
flapping their shit.
Lukewarm.
And they're
Shout
like,
out to
yo,
Luke
oh
Perry.
shit. So then Usos came out and they're like, yo, you guys got Usi hot. When you, what is it?
So I think
I
you're
don't
right. I
remember.
think
I thought
Feels
you said
like
he had
fire
his
when
pussy
it's
hot.
Uzi
hot.
hot. This is Uzi
I
hot.
thought you said
Yeah,
his
yeah,
pussy's hot.
yeah,
I was like,
yeah,
oh shit.
So
Oh shit, yo, pussy hot.
for what it was, right? The WWE trying to poke fun
Grab
at the
that
Revival and shit on them. Yeah, they shitted on them pretty well in this one.
Yo, but not for nothing, the
Pretty
Revival
well.
sold
They
the
sold it.
shit
Yo.
out of
They
it.
played
When he
the
started
role.
fucking
Dragging
sliding,
his dick and
yeah.
dragging his ass across the ring.
They
Yep.
played
Fucking
the role.
hilarious.
Which is not too far fetched. Anybody
look.
ever put Bengay down there? Jesus.
Yeah, that shit's not fun.
That was an accident.
But
I
Put
promise.
Bengay on my dick.
look,
One
a
time
lot of
the
people,
first time.
a lot of people are complaining about this segment because it's a revival.
Where are your pants?
But you're allowed to do these segments.
Yeah.
As long as there is some sort of retaliation for
I
it
mean-
later on.
Yeah,
I
there's
mean,
got to be a payoff, right?
Like-
The WWE push has been
Trash.
humorous as it is.
Trash.
So might
Trash.
as well laugh.
Like
Okay.
I can't say I didn't have a good time watching that segment.
That's true. I chuckled. That shit
How about
was
that
funny.
main event?
Kofi Kingston versus Daniel Bryan?
Championship
Legit.
rematch.
It was good, yo.
Legit.
Good
Yo.
for a Raw. I
I
guess.
feel like Kofi needed that.
You know, it's kind of cool that we're going back to an age
He needed-
where the Universal title's not on Raw again.
He needed this week. Kofi needed this week. As terrible as the product's been, Kofi needed this week. I'll leave it
Well, let's get
Kofi's
to
doing double time now.
SmackDown.
So you think
there. Let's smack it up.
Kofi's been defending that quite a lot this week since
'Cause
he's
he's
won
black.
it, right? Maybe so. Does this mean he's dropping it at Money in the Bank?
Oh.
You know when they
You know-
say,
Actually,
Look, and
So,
let's get to
let's
let's
get
get to that into the main event because I got a lot to say about that.
all right. So let's cover SmackDown.
so let's not cover that because he's gonna have to say a lot.
so SmackDown. Who want to touch on
Object to that.
SmackDown? But SmackDown.
It's been 3 weeks, motherfuckers, and you said,
It's been 3 weeks since you looked at me.
That's what I was thinking about.
Tickle my
wow,
boots and
nice,
came into your chin.
nice,
So
Classic.
piece of
Mr.
shit.
McMahon and AJ Styles are out in the ring, cutting a promo, cutting us to sleep. Sami Zayn
Trying to do a
decides
fucking
to
show.
cut-
What are you
cut
doing?
in. Great main event though, yo. I think AJ
we-
Styles,
oh,
Sami
did we just-
Zayn, and fucking Kofi
On
Kingston.
paper, it should be fucking phenomenal.
I love it on
No,
paper.
It was.
And then the bell rang.
Zayn.
But before we
The
get
match
there,
was awesome though.
before we get there, Kevin Owens. Oh no, my bad. Andrade Cien Almas. And
No, they
Selena.
cut Kevin Owens skit where he's like, I'm done for the day. It's my birthday. I'm out. Because they changed the opening segment. The opening segment was supposed to be Kevin Owens, and he's like, nah, I'm gone.
But
It's my
was it his birthday?
All right.
I don't know if it was birthday or not. I didn't check.
Happy birthday, Kevin.
I was just like,
birthday,
all right,
You know whose
Kevin.
birthday it was? Owen Hart.
You know,
Shout out
Happy
to Owen
birthday.
Hart.
Out of-
54 years old.
I think it
54
was his
years old.
birthday because
On
you know who
Tuesday.
didn't wish him a happy birthday?
Sami Zayn.
WWE?
Vince. And he was hand chosen by Vince at one point. So what happened?
See, what happens is when the turnbuckle's involved, you kind of leave that alone.
Huh?
Andrade
He
Cien
was
Almas
going
versus,
KO and you were
versus
going
Ali in what
Owen.
was a pretty good match.
2 of the 8 participants, right, for the Money in the
And
Bank.
Oj turned 27.
I love
Who?
what I saw
So-
here. The little bit that I saw.
O.J. Simpson. He murdered. a woman.
Oh, the,
Oh my God.
So, who are we excited of all the high flyers for Money in the Bank to see the most?
Look,
Ricochet, duh.
I'm done.
Welcome back, baby.
This
Uh, Don't
Show
y'all
brought to
feel?
you by Ritalin.
Don't y'all feel like Ricochet shit's kind of repetitive?
Oh, shut the fuck up. Why would
yeah.
you say that?
Isn't it the same?
Which
shit,
is my
the same spots?
argument to why. What you talking about? His in-ring skills?
No,
or
the
his
flying,
promo?
the high. It's always the same flips. He doesn't change up the flips.
I mean, what more do you want? He does
mean, the man can
450s and
flip,
shit.
bro.
Like,
A Ric
It's
Flair match.
2019.
A Ric Flair
Hey,
match.
It's
still
2019.
what everyone wants to see.
People are figuring that out.
Hey,
Like,
Hogan had the leg drop, bro. Like,
Word.
John
Okay.
Cena has the 5
if
moves
it
of
ain't
death.
broke,
Touche.
don't fix it, and
Touche.
that's a pretty impressive
Look,
fixing it.
WWE's on the road like 320 days a year. They can't afford him doing his indie style and getting hurt.
on TV, you're right. I do
No,
expect
everywhere
something-
I'm right.
I do
The fuck
expect
you mean?
something different for the Money in the Bank, though.
Of course, you have. You
He'll
introduce
pull
an
out a
element
few
of
different
wrestling.
moves, of
I want to see
course.
some
Like,
new shit.
look at Money in the Bank a few years ago. Kalisto hitting his finisher on one of the Usos. Like, you don't see that every
Oh,
day.
word.
then he
So-
died.
Well, Kalisto died because a water bottle hit him.
What Ricochet needs to avoid is
Water
getting
bottle was
into a
huge
promo
compared to him.
battle with Drew
Anybody.
McIntyre.
Oh, Jesus.
Because he's gonna tell you, shut up.
Shut up, man. I can do
I didn't come out here to talk. Then shut up.
Thanks. What a promo.
Jesus.
so-
Save the show.
So Shane McMahon.
That 0.3 in that rating.
Oh,
Drew McIntyre.
Orton came out and just fucking RKO.
He derailed
Oh.
everything.
Yeah.
He derailed it all.
Fuck him.
That was dope though.
But Shane McMahon also came out, and then Miz came out and derailed everything. He was about to make an announcement for the Money in the Bank, and then Miz just jumps him, and then after that we cut to the announcement, right?
Didn't Shane call it Round Mushmore or some shit like that?
Mount,
We're talking about
Mount
Vince
Mushmore,
McMahon.
yeah.
Route Mushmore.
Round Mushmore.
Wow.
You ever been to
This
Mushroom
is a
Mountain?
bitch, ain't it?
It
What?
is, yo.
So Daniel Bryan and Eric Rowan are gifted
I love
the
that.
titles,
Really?
and the Usos cut a terrific promo.
As usual.
The
Okay.
Usos
Talk to me about this promo.
are fucking chefs.
They
kiss.
pretty much said
it-
what I was
Whoa!
thinking.
Was the Uzi
Whoa!
not included?
They pulled the
Whoa!
rock. They pulled the
Whoa!
rock. The Rock used to do that shit all the time.
Whoa.
Whoa,
That's
whoa,
our
whoa,
cousin,
whoa,
right?
whoa, 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 whoa!
Yo, it was good. It was funny. They fucking got to the point. They're like, yo, I thought you were supposed to earn those titles. Like, we're here to take them shits. They
Like,
were-
even you earned it, Shane. Like,
Yeah.
that was dope.
So it was dope. I like
Because I was thinking the same thing. I was like, what the fuck? Just
Yeah.
handing it over?
You knew they weren't gonna win it, but yo, the Usos, anytime they're in the ring, legit. Ring the bell. I watch that shit every time.
So I got a call.
Every time.
And
So
you
I got a
squirt,
call from
apparently.
Dr. Shelby.
Eventually, we'll get there.
Cause Jesus, is this what it looks like?
Jesus was there?
No.
Brian.
In his name we pray.
Jesus
Oh,
from Los
not
Barricas.
impressed.
Daniel Bryan and Rowan champions. What is going on?
I like it. I like.
what?
I
What do
like.
you like?
I
What
like
could
them
you
cap-
possibly like about it? The recycling?
them putting the world title on Daniel Bryan and Rowan only focused on.
I'm
Daniel
excited
Bryan.
for the belts.
It didn't really focus on Rowan
You know why I shouldn't focus on Rowan?
because they.
I
should've.
think this gives them an in to
But-
change the belts.
But if you're
You know why
trying
they
to
put a
push
mask?
him, you have to focus
You know why they
on
put
him.
a mask on
nobody
Rowan?
listen.
You know why they put a mask on Rowan?
Because
Not
he
on the
looks
show
like
anymore.
that.
That's because what?
He looks like Ginger Peach.
They don't put a mask on Carmella.
Hey,
They shouldn't because she a snack.
Ember Moon and Carmella versus Sonya Deville and Mandy Rose.
Not so much.
Snacks versus
Hey,
what?
Ember Moon is a
I'll
sexy
take it.
woman.
I understand what you're saying, but she's
I'll buy that
beautiful
for
woman.
$1.
But you get what I'm saying.
Yeah, I mean, she's not the prettiest in the bunch, but you know,
Alright.
she still gets
She'll
to ride
fuck
on
you
the
up. How
bicycle.
about that?
She definitely would.
She's definitely the most talented in that ring.
Oh, I gotta edit the shit out of this.
Definitely the most
Nah,
talented.
you
I will
keep
give
all that.
I definitely.
I
will
want
give
all that in there.
You do.
Hey.
But
so
if you notice, Mandy Rose got the win on this one, though.
the worst part
And
of
she got
all
a
of
jobber
this-
entrance. So how's that work?
I don't
Weird.
understand.
The worst part of all of this was that Paige and the Sky Empresses walk out, and then Paige cuts.
I
That's
thought
not their
it,
name. That is not their
relationship-
name.
I thought I was gonna
relationship-
like
That is
it,
not their name.
but it's so weird seeing Paige come out with two. Yeah.
Asquerosas? Yeah. It is.
Wait, whoa, whoa,
It
whoa.
is.
I wasn't gonna
is.
go that far.
Why do we
It
have to talk
is
about that
weird.
hygiene?
It is weird. No, that's their name. We established
We're the
this last
guy
week.
jeans.
All right.
I wasn't here last
Shout out
week.
to
That's
Pretty
a
Chubby.
lot.
Listen.
Paige.
Who do we
cutting
think?
promos.
Who we like as his favorite for the Money
Pretty
in the
chubby
Bank winners?
Flacco. Oh,
For the
said the
women.
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 All right.
Pretty
For the
Chubby
women's what?
Falco's gonna fuck up all the
All the
women.
bitches.
For the-
I mean, listen.
Because he's pretty.
And
He's chubby.
And he's
No, he's
Flacco.
no. He's
But his dick
he's-
is Flacco.
He's Scooby. C-U-B-B.
He's
Black.
Scooby.
See you, baby.
I like Mandy Rose, man.
And no rompe Hyman.
Mandy Rose is definitely a favorite, I think, yo. for the.
Well, yeah, motherfucker. You see that shit?
Hey, and she's also a favorite to win.
You see her Instagram,
We'll talk
bro?
about it for the Money in the Bank.
We'll bring it up
Go
later.
home.
We'll bring it up later. I'm gonna go home.
Matt Hardy,
So
R-Truth.
apparently that racist segment occurred backstage.
Yeah. Matt Hardy's talking shit, then R-Truth comes out, and then Lars Sullivan comes out. So, like, did you realize that when Lars Sullivan comes out, like, the camera angle has to be crazy to make Lars Sullivan, like, look like
Yo, the
like a
funniest
beast?
part
Psycho.
about that was Matt Hardy's stance.
Yo, Matt Hardy had the Miss Dad stance.
Yeah.
Potato
that
face.
his hip hop.
Look like
that's
Mortal
what it was.
Kombat up in here.
No,
He's like R-Truth.
but yeah.
Like,
was- he was
this is the
mad.
selector screen for
Yo, he was
Right?
mad
That looked like
delayed.
Melina from
Yo, for
fucking
real.
Mortal Kombat. Fucking.
Yo, Caleb
Drunken
Braxton
monkey.
like dipped like 3 minutes before, and this motherfucker just noticed it.
Caleb Braxton has had to do that before, it feels like.
She has.
Moving on.
Yeah, there's creepy
it
fans
was,
out there.
it was weird.
Backstage, Aleister Black said he's both our
Who's
rock
Alex, sir?
and our salvation.
The
I don't know what that
So
means.
I don't know what's happening there.
But I don't know. Whatever.
Yeah,
like
why
the
the
All Black
fuck did they
If
take
we're
him off
trying to
TV?
ruin Aleister Black,
no
let's
man
just keep
is
putting
ever
up
truly
vignettes
good.
on
No man is truly
because we
ever
need to
evil.
know about it.
So last night, on Monday Night
He does the
Raw,
things you never
we
could.
had Kofi Kingston in the main event. Tonight on SmackDown, we got Kofi Kingston in the main event, defending his title one more time against AJ Styles and Sami Zayn.
The playoffs
Tremendous
are
match.
running all week, bro.
Yo, the
Great
match, was
match.
dope.
I really wanted Sammy to win.
Yeah.
Yo, I
Everybody.
thought Sammy did 3 fucking bombs.
Yeah.
I was like, oh,
I
it's a
really
wrap.
would have loved it if he had won because it would have shocked everybody, and then we would have got Kevin Owens versus Sami Zayn for the
I would have been so
championship.
mad though.
Why? That's gonna be a
That would've-
fucking amazing
Save
match.
it. Keep that shit in your pocket. You don't
Your
gotta do that
pants?
right now. Yo, you
Pocket,
could
pocket.
literally pocket this shit and do it in 2 months again, and
Pockets
nothing
are in
changes.
pantses.
Chupando
Fuck
fucking
that
pinga.
shit. Yo,
Yo, you just bumped the shit out of Joe.
I'll fucking wake him up.
Why
Wake
do
him
you
up.
think why do you think they didn't put the strap on Sammy? Was it because it wouldn't have
The
worked?
strap on?
I don't think that's the reason. I just think they want to roll with Kofi a little more.
Because they couldn't bring him to Saudi.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's
that too.
why.
That's
They're
That
like,
too.
why
yo,
they
but can they bring Kofi?
They could bring
Yeah.
Kofi because
Yeah, that's not a problem.
they just don't respect black people.
They have no
Um,
issues with Jamaica.
man.
They get all their weed from Jamaica.
SOS.
Yeah, but they really think it's gonna work? This whole Saudi Arabia thing.
Is
He
it gonna
said that
work?
they-
They're
More
paid already.
money than
Did the last ones
WrestleMania.
work?
Yes.
We
It
like
It
the
don't
last
matter
ones.
if they
Does it matter?
work. They
It's
got
not-
paid.
I didn't
It's
like
not for you.
it, but I didn't like
The
it.
Did you
show
pay
is not
billions of
for
dollars
you.
for that shit?
The
No.
No.
So then you're saying the people over there liked it?
Yes.
Yeah.
It was successful over there?
Yeah.
Yo,
Okay.
The
More
fact,
Okay.
money
Listen,
than WrestleMania.
my man's.
Listen,
Okay.
The
listen.
fact that they requested
Over there.
Goldberg and they got Goldberg means they're gonna have a fucking good time.
Bro, the last movie, the first
So for
movie
a
they
live
showed,
show, it works.
the first movie they premiered.
Nah, it's not a
in
live show,
years
motherfucker. That's $1
was
billion
Black
show.
Panther. They're gonna like anything that's live out there.
Yo, Black Panther was legit.
So then we're gonna
That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, I feel like
so let's just get right into
Let me
it.
rephrase-
Let's get right into it.
Let
Let's
me
get right.
rephrase that then.
Yeah, rephrase that shit.
They're controlled on what they're able to digest when it comes to being viewers.
I don't
right?
like you.
So, of course they're gonna love it. It's fucking wrestling, right? And it's the WWE.
They know no
it's the
better
number
than
one
is what
company.
you're saying, right? They know no
I
better.
mean, their palate is not as sophisticated,
That's
right?
hard.
Wow.
they want to see the Iron Sheik
But
again.
even
right.
though we are still here fucking watching
pay
this
money.
garbage.
Yo.
Okay,
Like-
so let's get right
like
into it, man.
suckers.
This is the topic of the week, right? WWE pulls out a lot of stunts, a lot of attempts to boost ratings. I think
Failures.
that Saudi Arabia shit is a chance to get new audiences across the world, internationally. Y'all say it worked for them. I
They-
can agree
they-
for
they're just
them, right?
Making their money.
Yeah.
Like,
What are other situations where you think they reached? What are situations where they said WWE did too much and it didn't work?
Oh, when they did like a brand split and then they were like, "Yo, wild card, you could come to this." That's when they started doing too much.
I thought that was funny.
Yo, they've done it. They've done 1,000 different things, right? They did the
They did
ECW
it
invasion
but
angle. They
they-
did the WCW invasion angle.
They did it so well in 2016, though. Why didn't they just keep that going?
2016. Which one? Was
2016
Brentford.
SmackDown, when SmackDown
that
Live
Sil-
came back,
that? Oh, SmackDown.
golden era of SmackDown,
Sure.
hands down.
Wasn't Paulie running the show at that time?
No,
No.
Road
Was that
Dogg,
before
I
or
think.
after?
no, not even Road
2016.
Dogg. It was some other writer that they brought over to Raw and then buried him in Raw,
Oh, that sucks.
Freddie Prinze Jr.
something like that. Yeah. He was
good
doing
Road Dogg.
great work on SmackDown. He got people like Alexa Bliss to the top. He got people like Carmella to the top. Like, come on. Those two people who were no names in NXT, really?
He got James Ellsworth.
On top
Unfortunately.
of Carmella. Oh.
Of the ladder.
Dean Ambrose's best championship run on SmackDown, 2016.
Real quick, what have other companies done? Because like we're well versed in what WWE has done over the course of the years, and we'll cover, I'm sure, all of it.
Absolutely.
But what have other companies done? Because I know WCW tried putting everybody in the fucking NWO to raise ratings.
Yep.
That was like a thing for a while. Everybody was part of the NWO. There was less non-NWO talent than NWO talent on the roster.
Jay Leno.
So
That was
Leno.
successful. Yeah.
Successful in what?
Nah,
You mean-
it-
under
like-
whose standards?
It got-
Dennis
got-
Rodman
Saudi
and Karl
Arabia?
Malone.
Dennis
them-
Rodman,
that
Karl
was
Malone.
successful.
Oh my God.
For their
That was
standards,
successful.
Jay Leno was successful. It had eyes on the product. It marketed everywhere. It was everywhere.
Jay Leno was as
Publicly-
successful as Drew Carey.
The match was shit. I give you that.
Right?
How about
That's what you're saying. That's the equivalent, right?
Right.
But Karl Malone,
and Dennis Rodman, yo?
that was successful.
That
Yo,
was successful.
have
They
you
were
guys
trying
Fuck
to-
have you
Karl
guys
Malone.
gone back and
Fuck
watched
Karl
the match?
Malone.
Yeah,
Bring in
match
Post
was better.
Malone.
Have you
Ratings go up.
have you watched that match
Said
again?
no one ever.
It was pretty good.
Yo,
match.
Dennis Rodman was an
You heard that
excellent
song,
heel.
Sunshine?
He was an excellent heel.
Guarantee
He
you.
did
Because he was excellent
one
in real
move.
life.
He did one move the whole time, and then he would get out of the ring, walk around, fucking pace himself. Karl Malone was the one that was putting too much dip on his chip, trying to do mad shit. And I mean, he did it. He did all right, but
Basketball players are awkward in the ring to begin with.
yeah, you know what I mean. But hey,
But-
that was a stunt, right?
But that's Dennis Rodman. I mean, the man went to North Korea. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, word.
this is who he is.
He's forging an alliance
He
with
is
the
a heel.
Koreans.
But remember, that was motivated by what the WWF did when they brought in Lawrence Taylor versus Bam Bam Bigelow. Another successful angle that worked very well, sold tickets.
that wasn't like, oh, we're desperate for ratings, like we need to do something.
But you know it was a big
But it was
shocker and was for ratings.
This one.
Iron Mike.
Oh, word.
Word.
That was a big ratings boost,
That-
right?
that-
But I mean, that was at
money.
the peak
That's
of like
when WCW called it quits.
pretty much, yeah. That's when they
Bischoff
had to
can
wrap
tell
it
you
up.
firsthand.
I did like when it, like certain like the beginning of the Raw GM where they would have like celebrities come in and do it.
Oh my God, the Raw GM angle,
Like
right?
they
For a
did-
while,
they-
it was just a computer.
for a while it was actually pretty good too when they got the celebrity like guests and stuff like that. Like
Yeah.
Bob Barker was phenomenal on that.
Yeah, he was.
The Muppets, they were really good.
The
Like
matches sucked balls.
You would like the
he
Muppets.
said the Muppets were really
they
good.
had a really good couple segments here and there.
They cut off his mic, bro.
I mean, if you're
No
denying
waste
that,
things.
then
It
you
was
know.
entertaining.
And then there was Mike
That's the
Adamle.
point.
And,
Yeah, I'm
and if
getting
we were gonna go
uncomfortable.
back in time.
Okay, Thanos, relax.
Where
He's
I
snapping his
swear
dick.
I'm gonna.
Look at the
Jesus,
flick
I
of the
like
dick.
And everyone goes
Flick
to
that
dust.
dick, old school. Go ahead.
Everyone goes to dust.
Oh man,
But
there's dust in your pants.
Oh,
Go
God.
back in the day.
sometimes I shower.
You go back in the day.
Well, back in the day, what the fuck?
Back in the day, where Eric Bischoff got his idea for an invasion angle with the NWO actually came from the UWF and New Japan.
You would know this shit.
UWF was a
Mama Guado.
was a spin-off or an offshoot of New Japan Talent leaving to start their own shoot/worked promotion, and then they showed up again. Like we
Like,
talked.
give us our jobs back, man. This shit sucks.
We tried the outside world.
But they,
Didn't work.
but they had joint promotion. For
Joint
like
promotion. Hey,
Yeah, in
420. Is that why you're wearing green?
years, maybe. But,
It's because of the Indian flag. Apparently, we were talking about that shit earlier.
Indie wrestling.
I support Ireland in all its causes.
Yeah, remember when someone thought you were
I
an
hope
Indian
this-
wrestler?
Indie wrestler.
Nah, they thought you were a wrestler, like an Indian wrestler.
Oh,
Not an indie wrestler.
you talking about Rock?
Yeah, at Rockefeller Sports Bar.
Shout out to Rockefeller.
Shout out
For
to
double or
Rockefeller.
nothing.
Shout out, we got Indian wrestlers coming in.
He
We
was the
gon'
champion.
we gonna have the same prospects out there for May 25th.
Oh, Slim Pickens.
I hope not.
Victor Ali Singh.
As long as I get my entrance music, give me my theme. Fuck that.
You don't need a,
Shorten
a
to
vaccine
sing.
after that.
Cue music.
Bye.
And a vaccine.
So
But how about WCW? doing the fucking 3 Cages of Doom. What the fuck was that called? I forgot.
Triple Cage.
What a
That
deep
wasn't even
fucking
funny.
name.
That was terrible.
Triple Cage. That shit was
They had a
trash.
meeting. It was quite.
And
That's like
the
if
movie,
Brian
right? The
Cage
movie
It was
got a new
It
gimmick
was bad that they put it in the movie too.
to like bury people. He'd be called Triple Cage because
It was
it's a
Jeff
terrible
Jarrett's
joke.
Cage, man. Jarrett won that.
That was
terrible
really
joke.
fucking bad.
fucking awful.
Jarrett
David
won that
Arquette
shit.
cage, but
Yeah, well,
Fucking
David Arquette's
terrible.
actually making a name for himself. So
There's been many.
He's
angles
got my
that-
respect.
There's been many angles that have been used to like try to
when
boost ratings,
Many
and it
Kurt
doesn't work.
angles.
like when Jerry Lawler went to ECW.
Ooh. To try to
Talk
for
shit.
the union, right?
Yeah,
how about ROH doing their thing? I think the cross promotion
with
fucking,
CZW.
Yeah, with
Way back
CZW
when
and the
that-
G1 Super Show too.
Yeah,
I think that's a
Where they
gimmick.
held back New Japan from having a phenomenal show.
Wow.
All right, so which one, guys?
Donald
Left
Trump being
Twix.
there is a ratings boost too. He was doing the
Is this a Left
Apprentice,
Twix?
right?
Facts.
Very popular show at that
I'm
time.
gonna have the peanut butter
It
cups.
was.
You know what's
That's
an
what it was.
epic fail?
So
When the
mu- so much
NWA
of a-
invaded WWE.
Yeah.
and
when
they lost
ECW
all the matches.
fucking invaded, that was terrible.
When Barry Windham and Jeff Jarrett made their return to the E under the NWA.
Fucking.
Pop,
You know what's a fail? Trying to incorporate boxing into the WWF.
Oh fucking!
Oh,
what was it?
Brawl
Ring
for
of
All?
Honor?
Brawl for all.
You mean where they had to
Oh,
change
what's
the
a
rules because
fail?
Steve Blackman was gonna kill
I
everybody?
mean, I'm gonna say King of the Ring. Brawl for all. What else we got?
Money Mayweather.
I liked it.
Aki
Mayweather
Bono.
angle?
That was a
See,
fail.
but like that's not. I don't think that's like desperation moves. Like that's not like whatever.
No, that was just a fun
you
move.
know.
those are celebrity
But like
gets for Mania.
reactions, like direct reactions to like having low attendance. You know what I mean? Like the fucking
When they
the
try to kill
movie.
Vince.
Oh, the exploding limo. See that?
That
was
was
an angle.
awesome, and then fucking Chris Benoit had to
He
fuck
had
it
screwed
up.
Yeah, that's the thing I'm most mad about. Chris Benoit screwing up.
I'm pissed,
The-
bro.
the dead
I
Vince
was trying to
angle.
find out if he was actually dead.
Oh, I thought you meant he was mad because they didn't tap.
But
That's all the time we have for you folks this week.
What?
We know you.
Yo, we
getting your
don't
fix
finish
somewhere.
anything.
We know we're getting your fix from somewhere. We just don't care where the hell it's from.
ADHD is a real thing, ladies.
And Pretty Chubby ain't here, so
Fuck
he can't tell you what to
what
do.
are you
on
talking about? He's
iTunes.
right here. Dímelo, mi
Well,
gente.
Díselo que tiene que hacer en iTunes. Exactly. Hit the 5 stars, and then you get 5 chair shots, and he might send 5 of your mom's panties back home. I don't know.
Wow.
That's what he said. He
Come
calls
on,
his
man,
phone
it's
it in.
Mother's
Does he
Day.
tweet it?
It's actually where he is right now.
Yeah,
Mother's
he
Day.
just texted me. He said, Dímelo, mi
It's
gente.
gonna be Mother's
Hey,
Day.
and happy Mother's
PCF
Day
is
to
in
all
your
the
mom's
mothers out
bedroom right
there.
now.
What's to watch for? We got Double or
shit, that's
Nothing,
why
May
he's not here.
25th.
May
Check
25th.
us out.
Should
Shopping
we-
for the sports bar.
Should we live stream on
We
May
gonna do-
25th?
That's a good idea.
Nah, fuck him.
Why don't
Fuck
we
it,
ask
double or
them?
nothing.
Why don't we ask them? Y'all want to see some live streaming going on?
We'll think about it.
I don't know, cause then y'all gonna try to stay home and shit, and y'all lazy asses gotta get your ass.
That's
up
what
to go.
WWE said about the fucking YouTube content.
Hey.
All right, we'll think about it. We'll talk to y'all later. 10 count of 10 toes. See
Happy
y'all next
Mother's
week.
Day.
Hey.